G'day, Starlo here. With a lot of us currently in lockdown due to the COVID pandemic and either unable to use our boats at all or rather limited in where we can go and what we can do, I thought I'd have a bit of a look at the issue of fuel on board boats, particularly in built-in fuel tanks. This is also really applicable to people in areas where layoffs of several months are common, either up north through the wet season or down south in the depths of winter or through closed seasons. Fuel left in tanks for long periods can deteriorate, particularly if it can pick up water as a result of condensation in the tank, and that's not a good thing. But there are a couple of fairly simple steps that you can take to avoid these issues. Firstly, always buy your fuel from a reputable outlet with a steady turnover of customers. That way you know you're getting clean, quality fuel to start with. Avoid fuels containing ethanol too if you possibly can, as ethanol is particularly prone to picking up water. Ethanol-based fuels might be okay in your car, but they're just not ideal for boats. Next, if the boat's likely to be sitting unused for a while, top the tank up to around 90% of its capacity. This will greatly reduce the volume of air in the empty part of the tank where condensation can occur. Don't overfill it, as you don't want fuel squirting out through the breather on a warmer day, but do your best to minimise the empty space in the tank where that condensation can occur. Also, if possible, store your boat under cover to avoid sudden dramatic temperature variations. That's what creates condensation. Having a water separating fuel filter with a clear bowl that allows visual inspection is also a really good idea. Finally, you can consider adding a fuel stabiliser to maintain the health of the fuel and reduce the amount of water that it's capable of picking up. Follow the mixing instructions on the bottle. Contaminated fuel is a really common source of boating problems, and it can also dramatically shorten the life of your motor. So follow those basic rules. Buy right in the first place and avoid ethanol-based fuels. Fill the tank up to about 90% if you're going to be storing it for a while to reduce that area of air where condensation can occur. Fit an inline water separating fuel filter between the tank and your motor. Avoid dramatic temperature changes. Think about where you store your boat. And if necessary, consider adding a fuel stabiliser. If you follow these basic rules, even if your boat's sitting there for 5, 6, 7 months, it should fire up first turn of the key when you get back on the water. And I know I'm looking forward to getting back out there. Tight lines.